I'm getting ready to just do a flip through of the signatures that we've done so far. These are identical, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one aside and see what we need to just decorate these pages a little bit, or maybe add more ephemera. So I need to just really get a good look at what's here. We're going to need some tags and things for in here, or cards. Maybe decorate these plain pages. Oh, here's an all white page, so I'll probably want to do something with that so that it doesn't look quite so white. And again, the back of this is white as well. It's part of this card. So we may want to do something with that. This is like a cream color. I don't know if you can tell on camera that there is a difference here between the cream and the white. And these are cream. Again, all great journaling spots and pages, but they're pretty plain. So I'm just trying to get some ideas of kind of what we have left here. What I'm thinking is on some of these cream pages, just to break them up a little bit. A lot of times I just want to stamp something in a corner or add a little embellishment or something. So let's flip back to the front. I've got some scrap paper over here on my left and different things that I use to embellish. So I'm going to grab my glue stick, grab my glitter glue. I always have my stamp or my distressing ready. But I've got these like little 1x2, these little 1x2 pieces of paper, different designs. And I'm thinking that if we add, you know, just something over here, even though this is a journaling spot, it would just add some decoration. So I'm just looking for one that I think would match with what's on the right side. Well, these are so small, they're hard to. I sat the other night, watched TV, and cut these out. Oh, that's kind of nice. Not the right color green. That's kind of a nice color green. Oh my heck. How am I going to make a decision here? At some point, I think I had 2 sheets of these, so at some point I may have duplicates. Maybe I only had 1 sheet. I'm not sure. Oh, that's kind of nice too. Wrong color green. Okay, and we're back to the same, so I'm going to guess that these are repeats. So, they all, like, this is pretty, but I don't think it goes as well with this page as, say, one of those. So we're going to put that one aside. And turning it either way, this is kind of nice. Again, I don't think that goes as well. I like this green a lot, but I also like this green. But even though I think this probably matches the best, I want something with a little more design, and I was drawn to this one the minute I saw it. So I think I'm going to use that one. And maybe if we do the other signature, see if I have, let's not use the same one for the other signature. I think, let's go with this, I don't know. I guess we'll go with maybe that one, or maybe this one. I could spend a whole video just picking out a paper to go on here. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Don't know why, I'm just gonna. And what we may do in the other one is turn this like sideways or something maybe. Or turn this one sideways. One of them should go one way and one the other, and this certainly looks like it absolutely should go up and down somehow. Maybe like that. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this one aside when we do the next one. And then, this is cute, but I'm thinking that what if we put, oftentimes when I have old books, like these are old hymnals, and I look and there's numbers, there's words that I can use as well as pieces of music, but I really like page numbers a lot, and in this case they're hymn numbers. So I'm gonna look for something that's maybe just two, oh here we go, 2 characters. Let's try this one, a 93. Oh yes, we'll just make that a little smaller. I don't know, for some reason I kind of just like something that small can decorate the page. So we're going to go ahead and glue that, and let's pick a number for the other page. This one's 93. Let's try, let's go an 80. What do you think, an 80? But you know what I like? They're telling you how to play this piece, and it's saying with dignity, and I really like that. So I'm going to try something. Instead of the page number, what if we do something with this? Where it says with dignity. Oh, I like it. I'm going to just trim off the bottom, see if my scissors are right here. Just trim this off so it fits a little straighter. Oh yes, I like that. Okay, so in this book, we'll go ahead and put the number, and then in the other one we'll do with dignity. So let me get my glue paper out, and remember, paper on paper, we can use a glue stick. So first we'll do our number. Not always exactly sure where I want to put it. Oh, let's distress. And you know what? I have this green. Let's see what the green looks like distressed with this. This is called peeled paint distressing. So let's try that on this. Oh, I like it. Let me see, I probably should have tried to ink this little paper, but let's see if we can get a little green on there. There. Oh yeah, I like it. It kind of brings out this green on this side. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue that down. That way, even though this is still a really good page for journaling, it just has something on it to break it up a little bit. So let's turn the page. Okay, and we want to bring the other journal out, and excuse me, the other journal out, and we're going to go ahead and put this on this page. So again, we're going to distress, but I'm not going to use the green. I think I'm going to use the brown. And the brown is Vintage Photo, which is what I normally distress with. Mostly for this piece, it will just cover up where I cut if there was any little bit of white left on there, because I did use scissors. I was watching TV while I cut it. Then it'll cover that up, and let's see if we can distress this little piece right here. Oh yeah. With dignity. I like it. Okay. Paper on paper. Use the glue stick. I don't know. Let's do this one sideways. So we'll put with dignity right here on the side. Oh, very pretty. Good, and then we turn the page. And that's where we are with both books. And I did find some trims that I thought would look good on these pages as well, maybe just up at the top. But I'm thinking that I might want to put, I've got some cards, I've got some papers that I cut out. I'm thinking if I did this, we could make this a little tuck spot on this side. But this is a really good journaling spot. So maybe we just need a little trim on the side. I think I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this. We'll distress it. And strips of paper like this, if you have scrapbooking paper, or if you go online to, there are various Etsy shops that sell digital downloads with journaling kits, ephemera cards. You can pretty much get anything like this and then do what I do. I spend the evening watching TV and cutting out, you know, whatever I've purchased to, I don't know, I think they call it fussy cutting. I don't know, something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down that side. And so that way this page is still really good for journaling. It's left open for journaling, but it does have a little bit of a decoration. And I'm thinking that I want those roses to go up. So let's do that. Perfect. I like it. What I don't know is if I want to maybe I'm really struggling with this card right here. Got lace up here. I guess I should. Ooh. Oh, how pretty would that be? I think we need to do that. I think we need to glue that on there. I think that's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to cut that lace right about there. We got this piece of lace, and I'm thinking that it would look really pretty right here and stick out of the book just a little bit. Oh yeah, I think that looks very pretty. I'm going to go ahead and cut it right about here. I'm going to cut 2 of these. So I have one for the other signature as well. And when we do material, we're going to use our Fabri-Tac. Okay, so this is the front. I want that to go like this. So I'm going to put the glue back here. I'm going to put one line kind of in the middle where that design is, and then I'm going to go up and put a little on the top. I'm always really worried about something that sticks out like that, that it could come out. So I want to make sure it's very secure on that page. Okay. Keep it on its side. And then I've just got a little baby wipe here so that I don't get, the glue will probably start to come up through, but I want to put it on the page so it's as straight as I can get it. And that way I can press it, and if the glue comes up, it's not all over my fingers. And Fabri-Tac will dry clear. Oh my gosh, I love that. So now it borders this page on this side, which is real pretty. Okay, it borders this page and it adds to this page. I love it. So I'm going to just trim off this edge just a hair. And a little down here on the bottom, there. Okay, I'm gonna set that up to dry. Wow, I really like it. And let's do our other signature. Okay, if you saw, I had roses here, but I've got another strip of something different, I do believe. Oh, here we go. It's a little different, but I think it's really pretty just the same. So I'll put this aside to dry, and let's work on this one. I'm turning it sideways just because it's easier to work that way for me if I'm, you know, doing it in front of myself like this. So I'm going to even this off just a hair. Okay, and that will go right there. So we want to go ahead and distress the edges of that. Again, we are paper on paper, so we can go ahead and use our glue stick. Yep, I just dumped over my paintbrushes. I'm going to put this one in just a hair further in so that I don't have to cover, I won't cover any of it up with that lace. I wasn't really thinking that I was going to add lace to the first one. Oh yeah, that'll be better because then it's not covering up as much of this. Okay, we'll use our Fabri-Tac. We find the front. Okay, that's the front. So I need that to go like this. So turn it over like this and put our glue on. This is just a straight line, so you could just sew it on, but Fabri-Tac is another really good option. And again, we're going to go right up this edge here as well. Nice. I'm going to trim this off. No, and I had to trim the other one, so I'm just going to trim these rough edges off a little bit. Oh, got a little glue on there. And this one as well. Okay, so again, now we have trim on this side. Looks really pretty. And then we have the trim on this page, and there's still room for journaling. Okay, now we need to just take a minute as we flip through, but I'm thinking that we could probably put our ties on these tags. Oh, maybe we'll wait when we go through it again. So the next page, this looks fine as it is, but I'm thinking that we might want to put just something small on here. So I'm going to look for we're going to cut a piece. I don't know how big this is, so I have no idea. So we're going to go ahead and fold this in half. These will be our, if I do it this way, then it'll be like this. I'd rather. I'm going to end up with 3 different colors. So let's go with the darker color just because it will add some. So I'm just going to fold this in half. I'm going to use my scissors just to burnish that a little bit. Now let's fold the other one so that we have it ready. I'm folding the color part in because that's the part I think that I want to show. I may stamp it or something, decorate it, I'm not sure. But for now, I want that color part to show more. Okay, so again, paper on paper, we can just go ahead and distress the inside of this before we glue that piece on. We'll distress the piece as well. Then we don't have to worry about it afterwards. Let's do the other one while we're at it. Then these, because these are going to go in, it's going to be this side that we're going to see, so that's the side we're going to distress. We don't have to distress the back side. Then what I like to do is fold it this way and distress the center as well. Same to this one. Because I want this color to be on the inside. So we're going to glue it like that. Wow. Okay, so now it will flip out. So now we have extra journaling space in here. I like it. Okay, so we're ready to do the next one. I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the book. Just will make it so much easier. And let's do this the correct way. Since we want that to be in, we want to glue this side here first. Always question whether I do that right or not, so let's just double check. Okay, so that one's good. I have just a little bit of glue over here. I'm gonna just wipe that off. Perfect. And this will go right in there like that. Therefore, I want to glue this side right here. And before I glue that down, I see that this is a little longer, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that off. Just makes it easier to trim now. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna take a minute. I think the next thing we need to do is probably plan to do some ephemera for this page here. So let me take just a minute and figure out if I have some ephemera in my box that we can add to or use, or if we need to make some. And I'll be right back. Okay, you could probably see that there's a little added thing here. My girlfriend up in Michigan sells Stampin' Up! And so she had a sale and I bought these, and I just used this stamp right here to try it, and was able to stamp here and here with this stamp right here. And I think that looks so pretty. So that was the only addition so far. I pulled out some tags, some cards. Also, I pulled out a couple more of these sheets and thought that we could embellish, put our embellishments in here and maybe add some things here. So with that in mind, I thought we would do this side first. And I've got these two little pieces, and going with that, we already put numbers and music. I'm thinking that we could find some words, and I printed these out, and we don't even need to use the whole piece. We could just use part of it. So I think I love this cherish every moment, and I thought it could maybe go across the bottom. So I'm gonna just trim that out. Now, if you didn't want to use the whole piece, you could just use cherish. But let's see how this looks. If I don't like it, I may just use cherish, because cherish was the word that kind of caught me first. Oh, I think that looks nice on there, but I want something else. I'm not sure. Maybe if we did that. Okay, so I want to go ahead and distress this right here with our Distress ink. Thinking I could trim this. You trim it right to the edge, but if I leave a little white on it, it just adds, you know, it makes it a little bit bigger, and I can cover that little white edge with some of this Distress ink, and it looks good. Almost looks like there's a border on it of some sort. Okay, go ahead and distress this as well in case I left any tiny pieces of white on there. And let's go ahead and distress this. And sometimes you want to pick stuff that has specific words. This doesn't have specific words that I care about. It's just that it looks like book text. And I like that design. Okay. So again, put this aside. Paper on paper. And pull this down here. Now let's put this one on first. I've got the flowers going up. I'm going to put them about a 1/4 of an inch from either side, just like we did the other one. I thought that was a good place. And it doesn't disrupt. Might even do the text sideways like that with this. What do you think? I think that looks good. Let's see. I like it sideways, so just something a little different. And then we'll put our words on. Again, these are just little things that really make the journal nice. Sometimes it inspires people to write, but it also leaves a lot of empty journaling space so they can write, which is the purpose of the journal. I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and do, okay, let's go ahead and do this other one. We'll do distress our edging of our paper here. Go ahead and put that down. And I think it's going to go up and down like the other one just because of the way the design is. Don't glue it to the book. Okay, and then I think I have some more book text over here. We'll just put a piece of this on here. If we do like that, or let's hold it there. I'm not really sure where that's going to go. Now, oh, that looks good like that, but what if we put this on the inside? The problem I have is I like this flower, but I like those leaves. And I can't, I don't know what I want to do. No, I like the text up. I just can't figure out. I think I kind of like it on this side, and I'm just going to have to give up the leaves a little bit, I think. A little bit of those leaves to get it there, and I think that it needs to go up a little bit. So it seems the camera shut off when I was deciding to make the ephemera for these pockets. So I wanted to show you, this is, I was picking different things, and what I came up with was I was going to put a postcard back here. So with this postcard, I used one of these sheets. I cut out a number. I'm trying to think of what paper I got it from, but it was just a number that I put there. And then this little clock, I have a sheet. Let me find them. I printed out a sheet of these clocks, and I cut one out and I distressed it with my distress ink, and I glued that on. So that would be the first one. That's the widest one I thought would go in the back. And then these cards had this extra space right here. And so I went ahead and stitched down that side, and I thought that could go right in there. So this one I still have to do, so we'll do this one together. And this will go, I don't want it yet. Okay, and the second one. So this one's ready. This can go in the second one. We still need to make this one, and then we need to work on these here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these aside while we do this. Now this was our original, and I'm thinking of doing one similar but not exactly the same. Sometimes just deciding what to do is this is where I got the number off of. I think I tore it off here or something. But we could do, I think we put, what did we put over here? Oh, aspire to inspire. So what if we did an A for aspire? Let's do that. Let's do that here. We'll know what that means. Not everybody else will, but you'll know what it means. We'll do aspire there. And then I think I would like maybe a stamp or something, and I've got some stamps printed. Got some of these small stamps printed here, and there's some roses. So let's see if we can cut. This one's kind of nice. Cut it real close to those edges. I don't think I could fussy cut those out. And I'm not sure that I have designed scissors that would do that. So what if we just distress it? And maybe what I'll do is distress the whole thing. So let's go like this. We'll distress this whole edge. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so if we have this, and then we have our A, maybe I'll put it on this side like that one is. And put our A kind of like this, and maybe our stamp like that. And just dress that up a little bit. I think that looks good. Again, paper on paper, we can just use our glue stick. I don't know if we distress this, but I'm going to go along and just make sure that I cover where I cut the white. We put it right in the middle. The other one's on the side. Let's do this one in the middle. I don't know, kind of changes what we're gonna put, but maybe we can put the larger rows right there and then put our A right over here in the corner, or part way, I don't know, part way underneath. Wait, let's do that. And I'm going to distress the edge of this a little bit. It's pretty dark already, but distress it a little. Right there, or maybe right down here in the corner. I think that looks good. Okay, so now we've got these two decorated. Trying to stay on camera, so this one I'm going to let it dry, but it'll go in the back behind there, so I'm going to let that dry. This one's already dry because I did it yesterday, so I'll put that in there. I'm thinking if I put that way over and then this on this side, that's kind of nice. Okay. Okay. So now I was thinking of these next. Like down here. I don't think they really need a whole lot of embellishing because they're so cute just the way they are. And then these right here, I really like, but I'm thinking that I remember I stamped these and I thought, oh, they might go good. So let's look through here. I may not want to use it, but let's just look and see what we think. They're just kind of big. Maybe all these might be too big for this. Oh, that dragonfly is kind of nice, huh? What if we just made this closer? The paper a little closer. Oh, I like it. Okay. And then on this one, the other one, just make sure that I'm going to use the dragonfly, that I don't have anything different. I think that's pretty much all I had were the keys, the flowers, and the dragonfly. So let's rip this a little closer. like them. So let's go ahead and put those on, and then we'll call the ephemera in these pockets done. These little pieces right here, I know they just look like most people just put them in the trash, but I'm going to save them because I think we can decorate with them. So I'm going to just put them aside. Okay, paper on paper says we can just use our glue stick. I like it. Make sure it's not sticking before I put it in its pocket. Oh, I like it. So these pockets look really cute like that. But you know what I forgot? Forgot to distress that. So we're going to go back. I'll pull that out and see if there's a way I can just run a little distressing along the edge, and it really does make it blend a little better. Yes, let me see if I can do this one. We can just get the edge. Oh yeah, oh yeah, this will work. There we go. That looks good. Okay, let's go ahead and get this one glued on. Find where it's sticky here. I don't know, this is some sort of a beetle. I can't even remember. Years and years ago, I got this as a stamp. I'm not even sure from where. So I was trying to look for some unique things to do with book pages, and I pulled those stamps out and started stamping with them. I don't even know where they came from. I mean, I can't remember. It was so long ago. All right, so now we've got our pockets done. I think this is, yep, this one's good. So we can stick that in there so that the postcard shows through and our little girl shows. And then this. Okay, so that's where we're at.